Mistress Damiana Chi is the founder of a dominatrix academy. We asked her our burning questions on the HiHo app.
Hi, Mistress Damiana. You mentioned in one of your lectures that dominatrixes are light workers that play in the dark. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what you meant by that? I thought it was really, really fascinating.
Hi, Mistress Margot. My quote that I made up is, dominatrixes are light workers that play in the dark. So a light worker is someone who brings light to your life. They make you feel better when you're in their presence. A light worker is a healer. They are here to help other people on a self-growth journey. And playing in the dark is what we do. We play in the shadow parts of ourselves. The shadow is a Jungian theory. Carl Jung was a psychologist who made up this term. And so there's something that we call shadow work, which is looking at parts of ourselves that we've repressed. So we use the word play when we talk about BDSM. We play, and that's going into our imaginations, playing out these different fantasies with one another in a safe container. It's very important and healthy for us as adults to play because it's something that we haven't done since we were children. And so we're playing in the dark, and the dark places are our fantasies and all of those parts of ourselves that we find very exciting and that we want to explore, but we might feel some shame about it, or we feel like others might judge us for being interested or turned on by these types of things. What we do in BDSM is so healthy and good because we're able to play in those places without being judged. In fact, when a sub comes to a dom, let's say a pro dom, and they want to explore these fantasies that they've pushed down and have been ashamed to explore, it's very healing in and of itself for the dom to say, yes, I want to play these things. I want to play out those fantasies with you. I want to explore with you. That acceptance from that dom is very healing in and of itself.
Hello, Mistress Damiana. How many clients can you take on at any given point in time? Are you seeing many of them multiple times a week or usually once a week? What's like the average for that? And, when have you found that you've maxed out, like you're not accepting any new clients? And then I'm interested in, for what reasons might somebody stop seeing you, and for what reasons might you start taking on a new client?
Thanks for asking that question. So, as a full-time dominatrix, I would be playing here at my temple. The Chi Temple is my studio, my professional BDSM studio. And a full-time week looks like 5 days a week doing 1 to 3 sessions a day. There's people that are seeing me weekly, people that are seeing me bi-weekly, people that are seeing me on a monthly basis or bi-monthly, some once every 6 months that I've been seeing for many, many years. I have clients that I've seen since the very beginning. So I've been doing this for 22 years now, and I have clients from 22 years ago. I do have a couple of those. I have clients from 17 years ago that I've known for a really long time. Sadly, I've had people pass on who are very dear slaves of mine, who we had very, very close bonds. And it's a sad thing to have to go through because that bond is so very close. And I'm often the closest person to them in their life, and no one in their normal life knows about me because I'm a secret. And so it's a hard thing to have to deal with. You asked, so why do people stop seeing me? Budgeting is a reason. I've had people who I saw a long time ago who got married and had families, and they stopped seeing me. And then after that family has kind of gotten situated where their kids are big enough, old enough so that they can come back, I see them again. So your other questions were, maxing out. So I am kind of maxing out right now because I'm very, very busy teaching my academy, the Evolutionary Dominatrix Academy, where I teach dominatrixes. And so I'm very busy with that. And so I have cut down my full-time business to 3 days a week. So I'm here at 3 days a week doing sessions. I've cut out a lot of opportunities to see me. So I'm kind of like weeding out my clientele. So I'm really kind of picking and choosing who I want to see now. I am seeing some new people too. If someone really impresses me with a good application, then I will see them. And if they are willing to pay my tribute, I will see them. My tribute has, increased this year because I don't have that many openings now. And I'm trying to limit my time because I'm so very busy.
Hi Mistress, I have 3 questions. So firstly, what is one of the biggest myths that people have of you and what you do? Secondly, what is one thing that you absolutely love about your job? And thirdly, what's one thing that you absolutely hate?
These are such great questions. Thank you for asking them. The biggest myth is that dominatrixes are mean, selfish, abusive people. So we are not. We are actually healers. We are light workers. But there's an incorrect stereotype out there that we are bitchy and uncaring and just out to hurt people and just want to take their money. So that is a myth and very untrue. That is why there are so many fake doms out there, people who are calling themselves doms, slapping on the mistress title in front of their name, who are actually out there abusing people, who are saying, give me your money so I can tell you what a loser you are. And that is not domination. It's abuse. It's not consensual. It's not ethical. Those things are not BDSM. So that is what I hate about what's happening right now, because the internet is so inundated with these inaccurate ideas of what BDSM is, that there's people kind of like jumping on and attaching to that idea of what they think it is. And it's because of it's because porn is out there, and that's what people think BDSM is. There's certain things that are going on in sessions that are just taken out and going, look, woman peeing on someone, But in a real life session, that is like just a smidgen of what happens in the whole session, between two people who are bonding on a very deep level. The level of trust is super, super high. There's so much respect, mutual respect in a dom-sub dynamic. And those things aren't talked about. And so that's very irritating to me. What do I love? I'm going to answer your last question. What do I love? I love being able to provide a safe space for someone to just completely let go and show me who they really are, and show me their darkest, deepest fantasies, and have me play out those fantasies with them and accept them for who they are.
Hi, Mistress Dominatrix. This is Dari. What criteria do you use to determine if you want to take on a client to be a sub? Question 2, exactly what measures do you take to ensure your mental safety when you are doing this type of work?
Hi, Dari. So your first question was, what criteria do I use to determine if I want to take on a client? So I do have an application process. They fill out the pre-application on my website, and then I take that and then I send them the full application. And so in that, they have to give me a short bio. They have to give me references from doms they have seen who can vouch for them. And then they have to do a phone interview with me. And so those are all required. So when I do the phone interview, that is when I determine, okay, is this person a good fit for me? That is how I figure out, this is a person I'd like to play with, or this person, I think I'm going to refer them out because I think they'd be a better fit for something else, like maybe a domination house, if they're not ready to see an independent, experienced dom like me. So how do I keep myself physically and mentally healthy? On a day of sessions, I only do 3 maximum. They're usually a couple hours long. So that's a really long day for me, is to do 3 sessions. So I won't do any more than that.